Hello everyone, Lee Martin here from sportsbookreview.com to present you my top UFC picks for UFC Fight Night Leon Edwards versus Belal Muhammad. This is a tough card to predict for this weekend, especially following a tremendous event in UFC 259. However, I'll do my best to give you my best bets for this upcoming weekend. But before I get into my breakdowns and picks, real quick, give this video a like and subscribe to our channel so you never miss any content. Now, let's get to it. For my first pick of the week, I'm taking the women's strawweight bout in Angela Hill versus Ashley Yoder. Now, if you stayed up to date with my previous UFC picks videos, you would have noticed a couple weeks ago these two women were supposed to fight at UFC Fight Night Rosenstrike versus Gane. Well, the two ladies were rescheduled to this Saturday night, and I'll let you know, my mind has not been changed. Just like 2 weeks ago, Angela Hill was the heavily juiced favorite at -400 and Ashley Yoder the underdog at +330. Again, Hill should rightfully be favored in this matchup. In 2017, these two women fought at the Ultimate Fighter 25 finale and went the full 3 rounds, with Hill winning via unanimous decision. Hill has grown tremendously in the UFC. She's an exceptional striker that is quick on her feet and also holds a takedown defense at 77%, so it'll be tougher for Yoder to get her on the ground. Ashley Yoder, on the other hand, is also a well-rounded fighter that loves to grapple. The way I see Yoder possibly winning this fight is by wearing down Hill with her grappling exchanges and aims for a submission finish. But I don't see that happening this time around. Hill is a far more experienced fighter than Yoder and will be able to keep control of the fight in her hands. I once again expect this fight to go to the scorecard, so I'm taking Angela Hill by points at -175 via BetOnline. For my second pick, I'm looking into a tough matchup between Dan Ige and Gavin Tucker. I say this is tough because both fighters are incredibly well-rounded mixed martial artists. The current odds are Dan Ige at -149 and Gavin Tucker at +129 via BetOnline. I'll start with Dan Ige. He is typically a fast-paced fighter that utilizes his combinations well. Of his 14 wins, he holds 3 by TKO, 5 by submission, and 6 by decision. He has 3 losses all by decision, with his most recent being against Calvin Kattar in July 2020. Of his last 5 wins, he won 4 via decision and 1 via submission. Gavin Tucker is also good on his feet and has great cardio. Very similar to Ige, of his 13 wins, he has 4 by TKO, 6 by submission, and 3 by decision. He has 1 loss under his record, which was by decision in 2017 against Rick Glenn. His most recent win was against Billy Quarantillo, but if you watch that fight back, you could definitely say Billy Q is not as superior as we once thought he was. Again, this is a fairly close fight, and in my eyes, can result in a draw. Both fighters definitely won't get knocked out as they both have proved their chin. We should see this fight going to the scorecards. There's a lot of value under the dog in Gavin Tucker, but I have to go with 50K himself. I'm taking the MMA prop, Dan Ige by points at +145 via BetOnline. For my last pick of the week, I have the main event in Leon Edwards versus Belal Muhammad. Currently, Leon Edwards is the favorite with juiced odds at -266, and Muhammad the underdog at +226. This is another fight where I've been back and forth with my thoughts because both martial artists are incredibly well-rounded fighters. At first glance, I was all over Belal Muhammad. Although he is 4-1 in his last 5 bouts, he's been fairly active with fights in the past few years. Leon Edwards has not been inside the octagon since 2019. Muhammad has 4 wins via TKO, 1 via submission, and 13 via decision. He has only 1 loss via TKO and twice via decision. Despite his 1 loss by KO in 2016, he has proved to have a tough chin with his 15 decision appearances. He's very aggressive in the octagon and loves to put pressure on his opponents while mixing up his combos. Leon Edwards has 6 wins by TKO, 3 by submission, and 9 by decision. His 3 losses consist of 2 decisions and 1 disqualification, which was back in 2012. His last loss was in 2015 against Kamaru Usman, and that is definitely an opponent to mention because it's Kamaru Usman. But like I mentioned earlier, Edwards has not seen the octagon since July of 2019, where he beat Rafael dos Anjos via decision. One thing to point out, Edwards is susceptible to leg kicks as he doesn't move a lot on his feet. Unlike Muhammad, he likes to play defense and is best at countering. He averages 2.53 significant strikes per minute while absorbing 2.05. Muhammad is definitely the more active fighter, as he averages 4.86 significant strikes per minute while absorbing 4.03. This is where things get tricky. We have the fact that Leon Edwards hasn't fought since 2019, and also, we've had COVID-19 amongst us. How has COVID affected Edwards' ability to train, especially with all the COVID regulations in England? Another factor is Muhammad. He recently fought back in February of 2021 against Diego Lima and won via decision. However, Lima destroyed Belal's legs with leg kicks, and Belal also has a bad knee, so will he be fully recovered by Saturday night? This fight will go the distance and will be incredibly close, but I have to side with the Englishman. So to get some value, I'm going with the MMA prop, Leon Edwards by points at +100. That's all I have for my top UFC picks for UFC Fight Night Leon Edwards versus Belal Muhammad. If you'd like to find more breakdowns and picks from all of SBR's UFC experts, just go to sbrpicks.com/UFC. Be sure to also check out my picks and predictions show with David Minnan and Matt Ryan, where they share their top insights for this upcoming fight night. And while you're at it, go ahead, give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. I wish you all the best of luck. I'll see you next time.